I'm backstage at Juanita K. Hammond's Hall talking with Gregory Young, who is the wardrobe supervisor for this show that you may have heard of, The Lion King. It is amazing. I saw it last night, and I'm still blown away, Gregory. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too. Welcome.
Thank you. What a great job you have.
Yeah, it's busy.
How long have you been doing this job?
I started original Broadway, 97. I did that for 9 years, and I'm going on 10 years with the tour, so 19 years.
You were there at the very beginning.
At the beginning, yes.
Yes, and these costumes, I have to tell you, they're mind-blowing. They truly are. You deal with making sure that they're all in good shape and they're all in order. Tell me what you do back here.
Well, at the beginning, it's a new performer comes in, and we have to get them fitted for new costumes, order new costumes. So that's the beginning of it, and then for the maintenance of it, we have anything that touches their skin has to be washed every day, every performance. And we have every city we pick up dry cleaners that we have to take it to. For every 2 weeks, everything has to be dry cleaned.
Right, because these performers work super hard out there. They put their heart into it. You can see it on stage. And some of these costumes are truly intricate. Now, I want to talk about the designer, first of all. Who's the designer of these?
Tamor.
Right.
She also directed the show.
And she won a Tony for these costumes. And it's interesting. Now, how often do these have to be replaced?
It all depends on the costume. The line is silks. It depends if they're fading. Depends on the city, how hard the water is and stuff like that. But most last about a year. Yeah. About a year.
Do you replace them one at a time, or do you just get a whole different fleet?
They're one at a time, because some wear different from others, so it all depends on that performer and what they're doing in the show. If theirs lasts as long as the other person.
Do these performers stick around for a lot of years, or do you have to replace the costumes to fit someone new?
Pretty much. We're going on a year and a half now, it was the same performers when we first started this tour.
Right, and talking about the line of silks, when you get up close and you look at that, is this all hand done?
Yes, the corsets are all hand beaded, and there are 16 to 18 designs, depending who's in the show, because every liners have their own colorway and a design of the show, of corsets and the beading, so all the beading is done separate from each person. So.
You have to think ahead, and you have to prepare ahead, because I'm assuming it takes a long time to put one of these together.
The turnaround time that we have to give the shops to make it is 8 weeks.
8 weeks? I'd say there's several people working on that.
Yes.
Yes.
Because there are different aspects of the corset that has to be done. So once the corset's built, then they send it out to the beater or give it to the beading department.
Yes.
They do the beading.
Talk about the pods. What are the pods, the green pods? Talk about how those are made. And I held one up, and they're kind of heavy.
Yeah, they are heavy. They are maybe the heaviest that the ladies have to wear in the show. It's part of the Can You Feel the Love scene, when Simba takes Nala's to this lush place, and then everything starts to bloom, and then the dresses, you'll see how they transform.
They do, and a lot of these pieces do that. They're one thing, and then all of a sudden they open up, and there's so many different things. And the color that she uses in these costumes is just gorgeous.
The beginning of the show is mostly in your earth tone colors, muted colors, browns, golds, and then it turns into the second act, you get to the brighter colors. Right,
and is it your job to set things up in order now? Is there... You put like all the same costumes together, and everybody has got a specific costume that is theirs each night?
Yes, everyone has their own costume. In each city, we pick up 16 dressers, and we always are seen ahead of the performer. So you'll see the bunker back here. They all have their little section back here, and then while we're presetting for the next costume while they're out on stage.
And that makes sense. Having been a performer and having done this, so this makes sense. You've got people that help them get into their costumes. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. It really does. Now, talk about transportation of these costumes. You must have a whole trailer full of all of these costumes.
Yeah, we take up a whole trailer, and we share with hair and makeup, but all the costumes live in a gondola. That we call, this is the bunker, what we call it. So everything, all the costumes for the show is here, except for principals. The principal costumes live in their dressing rooms, but they also have a gondola for every costume. So at the end of the run in each city, we just close it up and then roll it onto the truck.
Thanks, Gregory, for talking to me. This is so interesting. I love it. The show's amazing.